Hey, what up, all? Y'all, hope you're staying nice and distant in this weird pandemic time we're in. Just thought I'd show off a quick mod that I've had done for a while, but I wanted to actually have a video on it so that everyone could see that the mod is really easy to do. Basically, all I've done is, besides a rewire so that it takes 3S, I've shoved the Titan tank into this spot right here, and then have it feeding to an electric pump that's in here, which I'll show an internals video right. Hey everyone, this is the internals of my 3S Soldier 76 blaster. As I just said, it's wired for 3S. The wires are very easy to manage. It has all these clips so you can just keep the 3 wires because all the system stuff is back here, and I want the LiPo to be in the stock area because the stock area is pretty sizable and there's plenty of room for a switch. I think I only lost one screw right above it, and obviously I removed the safety and pretty much every other form of locking mechanism. Now onto the exciting part, the quote-unquote game-accurate rocket launcher attachment. This is an Oaken Psycho 6-volt rolling pump, which you turn it on, it pumps air, goes through the tube, goes into the Titan tank. That's how pneumatics works. I'm totally an expert. I'm not an expert. And then I have floral wire twisted for strength, and then fed through some vinyl tubing, the same stuff, just so that it doesn't hit any of the moving parts and get super twisted. And then it sits on this end into a divot that I made. I think I just took a file to it, and so it sits right in there, and so the keyring doesn't actually move anywhere. And then if you wanted to fire, you would just pull that once the tank was full of air. And it's wired to a switch, so I don't have to keep this held down because it's very far forward from the trigger. Like, here's the trigger, and then my finger is, what, 3 inches away? So I have to stretch pretty far forward. And then obviously I can't be shooting while it's, if I had to hold it down, I couldn't be shooting while I was pumping easily. But this way I can pump it, set it and forget it, and then move right into firing. These are on separate circuits. As you can see, there's 2 LiPo connectors. This divot on the other side is where I place the switch, and the switch naturally just kind of screws into place. That's how they designed it, and that made it really easy to do. I just had to drill a hole. I think I might have soldering ironed a hole, but drill a hole and it works. I've retained the clackety-clackety mechanism because it's really fun, and it's a lot more impressive on 3S than stock or just 2S. Although putting this on 2S puts it at about stock performance, so I might use that for some lower powered stuff. And with regards to fitting a Titan tank into here, because that's all this is, it's a Titan tank, and then I've epoxied, or maybe just super glued, a fitting onto here. But yeah, just, it's a Titan tank, and all you have to do is just carve out all of the support ribbing and some of the, just all the support structures as flat as you can. This could be flatter, but at some point it becomes kind of unnecessary. And you don't have to remove these 2 front screw posts or this screw post in the back, as the Titan tank mostly sits right behind these. Up until about here, and then this rib supports it from behind. It's really, really fortunate that Hasbro designed it this way with the shell injection molding and all that stuff. And then also I cut out a lot of this space, and then cut off port here that I could fit the tubing into. And I think that about covers it for all of the internals. Yeah, it's just epoxy to keep the switches in place, and they're nice and snappy. They're only 15 amp, but I think that's, nothing is burned out yet. Now, and so then all you do is you press this button right here. You can hopefully hear that motor working. And you can also rev and shoot while that's happening. And that's all done. And I did knock this out of place earlier, but so we can shoot it. So yeah, very simple. Just a button right here, and also the clackety feels a lot nicer. Just take you downrange too.
Gotcha, bud.
A bit overhauled Soldier 76 blaster. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and healthy.